The local church can do charity or generosity or can be generous, but the primary assignment of the local church is not charity nor generosity. The primary assignment of the local church is Jesus. The primary assignment of the local church is what? Jesus. In the ministry of Jesus, yes, we saw that Jesus fed some people, but have you ever observed that the people Jesus fed was because they were having a conference and they have stayed more than one day? And Jesus said, "These people has been with me for so time. Please give them food." He was not going about and carrying food for and giving everybody's food. Now, I'm not saying that you are not to be generous as a church, but I'm saying that the primary assignment of the church is not charity, not generosity. The primary assignment of the church is not to fix road or be picking everybody on the road and be putting them in schools. We can do those things. We can be generous. We can do charity. But the primary assignment of Jesus is what? The primary assignment of the church is what? Jesus. The primary assignment of the church is what? Jesus. But I'm not saying that there are people who think that once a church is very generous, it means that they are doing God's work. A church can be very generous and yet they are not doing God's work. A church can be very generous and yet they are not doing God's work. In fact, false prophets and false churches, with all due respect, that is their number one thing. They blind you with generosity so you are not able to discern. Let me even say this, even in relationship. If you're in a relationship as a lady and as a guy, you don't even know this guy yet, but he's bombarding you with gifts. You don't know him yet. See, if you're not careful and maybe you want to pray about the guy, that generosity will first blind your eyes. As you're praying, you just hearing his name. It's Chinedu. It's Tunde. He's the one. Even when God is speaking. Because there's a way that generosity can blind people's discernment. Many people who have chosen certain churches because of their generosity, when you are showing them that this thing they are doing here is not of God, how will you say this one is not of God? Just because somebody is generous does not mean they are what? They are of God.